like my name was sign me out. Netflix, her couch. Soon as I leave, sign me out. St. Louis up like we in the trees. Dark fried rice like we in the trees. Long hair trigger, I'm Keanu Reeves. Rolling, wanna meet me. Girl, that cold make it popsicle. Outshine all these, no obstacle. Country than Kool-Aid and bags of hot picker. She gon' keep her sicker. And baby, that's why yeah, baby, that's why
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's the Marlins and the Crimson Tide. Leading off, Pete Crow Armstrong.
The Marlins, the left fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
There's a swing and a drive. Way back. Adios, pelota. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
That's a ball.
That's outside. 1-0.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Out to short. Toss to Alonso. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Just
Ball.
missed.
1-0. Ball.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Langford on the move. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Here's Jose Ramirez. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
Two out, space is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a ground ball. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. This is Corbin Carroll. On the ground. Marte on the run, sends it over to first. Pretty nice play there. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. First pitch, not close. May, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
The 2-2 on the way. Stays alive. One down, base is empty. And it remains 2-2.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Pete Alonso, the next to hit, takes ball one. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. On its way. Solo homer. He crushes that one to right field. He sends one out the opposite way. It's 1-1. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. Digging in, David Ortiz. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. To say Bob Gibson's season in 1968 was outstanding is an understatement. His ERA that year was 1.12. That's so dominant it doesn't even seem possible.
Gibson won the Triple Crown that year in the National League. He was just absolutely untouchable. Hitters had a hard time sleeping the night before his starts.
Swing and a miss struck him out. So up next, Jason Varitek. And first offering is fouled off. Depending on who you ask, Gibson either gets the blame or the credit for Major League Baseball lowering the mound after that 1968 season. Late swing, foul to the left. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Mickey Mantle. A little bit low.
No, that's
ball
down.
one.
Ball.
And a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
And that's in the dirt.
2-2.
Tied up here in the early going. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Now he breaks his bat. Toss to Alonso. They don't come much closer. We head to the bottom of the second. Now, Jose Ramirez. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. Yeah, that's fouled off. And he blows that one by him at 100.
0 and 2.
To the right side. And that one handled. Tosses to first. And Ramirez is set down. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Check swing, and he went. That's strike one. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, he's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. One out, bases empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One down, bases empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. The shortstop takes the ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
May comes set. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Tatis makes the grab for the second out. And now Wyatt Langford. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. On the ground right side. Polanco on the run. Throw to first. And very nicely done. Top half of the third inning. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Gibson back to work. Outside low. And that's ball one. On the ground right side. And it goes just foul. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Foul ball.
And there's a ball. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So the lineup flips over. Now the left fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that is out of play. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Right side. Albies. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. Outside with a breaking ball. Check swing, no appeal. And another ball.
3-0.
drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Crow Armstrong makes the play, and that is that. And we're back. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jason Varitek. Down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
0-2.
And ball
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty. And now here is Pete Crow Armstrong. And a foul ball. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. May fires. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Varitek collects, fires to first, gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout. So the batting order turns over, and now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
No balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a foul out of play. That one misses in the dirt. Struck him out swinging. As we go to the top of the 4th. And now the shortstop, Ketel Marte. Just missed.
Well, these guys, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
That one ripped, but foul.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Now it's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Foul ball there. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one missed. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. That one misses, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Carroll hustling after it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Foul ball. A little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Up the middle. Albies over to first in time. That ends the frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, here's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Well, these players, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Right back to him on the mound. Fires over to first. One up, one down. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss, strike one.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one ripped. Tatis going back. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
0-1.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that one upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Tatis drops into the glove, and that will end. Ready now for the 5th inning, and now the first baseman, David Ortiz. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-2 is the count.
On the ground to short. Throws across the diamond, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. And here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. That one fouled off. Next offering down in the dirt. And a foul ball. Inside, 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Reaching down and makes the grab. Now at the plate, Mickey Mantle. He's 0 for 1. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99.
No balls,
and it's 0-2. Makes the catch. And that is that. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Hit hard but foul off to the left.
Well, these guys just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
No, that's down and in. Ball.
Up the middle, Marte. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Here's Francisco Lindor. Flied to right his first time. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare. Only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
And the sweeper misses for a ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Ground ball right side. Polanco tosses to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Langford stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That one the other way. Takes it himself. May gets him quickly. All set for the top of the 6th. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time velo on the bump and big time pop at the plate.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. Jorge Polanco goes deep. And they slide in front in the 6th. It's 2-1. Back to the top of the lineup, Pete Crow Armstrong. The next to hit. On the outside corner, it's 0-1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Just missed. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And that's outside.
That's out.
Ball 2. Just off the inside edge.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Got him swinging. Here's Acuna now. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No balls, 1 strike. Nope, ball.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. And the first offering is not close. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And downstairs.
Full count.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Bottom of the 6th. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jason Varitek. May back to work. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. And that's outside.
2-0.
In the air, left field. Crow Armstrong should have it. And out number 1 on the grab. Pete Crow Armstrong. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Andrew Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And he lays down a bunt. And that's just foul. The pitch. Check swing. Went around. And that is strike 2.
0-2.
Ball 1
That's
there.
1-2.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Up with it. Fires to first.
Got him.
And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Infield looks like they're expecting a bunt with speed at the plate. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And a swing and a miss. New inning getting started, and now it's switch hit. Hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. And a swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a ground ball, and it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Tatis in the box now. No balls and a strike. And the slider just misses. That's in there. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. So now a pinch hitter, Rhys Hoskins. Runner on first with 1 down for him. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Grounder might be 2. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Around second is Ramirez. Headed for the plate. In there safely.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Varitek, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Carroll hustling after it. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Man at second.
Ball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, Mickey Mantle. Lindor on to first. They limit the damage here. Bottom of the 7th, Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Right side. Makes the grab, 1 away. Here's Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. Luke Weaver will take over here.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game.
That's a ball.
Some of them are just wired different,
1 ball,
so we'll see what he's got here.
1 down, base is empty. And now it's even up.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Misses
Ball.
off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Good job to fight that one off. Way high.
Full count.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Ground ball left side. Ramirez. The throw to first. And they take care of Stanton. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. There's a strike. Miller goes 6 feet 7 inches.
0-1.
He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a sinker. Carroll on the move towards foul ground. Makes the grab, 1 down. So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Now pitching. Opponent. Chapman.
Trying to bunt his
No,
way
that's
on.
a foul
And foul ball. The 0-1. Drops one down in front of the plate. Toss to Alonso. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Ground ball up the middle. Albies. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. Here's Ketel Marte. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swings through that one.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with. But
Acuna runs. Pitch misses.
He's in there.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Two outs and 1 in scoring position. The shortstop takes the ball. Just off the outside edge.
We got a full count.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strike. On to the bottom of the 8th. Stepping in, Jose Ramirez. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Line drive and foul ball. Off the plate inside. Going to count 1 and 2.
1-2.
Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a loss.
On the mound now, Jeff Hoffman.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Lindor in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
On the ground, Polanco. On to second, they get 1. On to first in time. Double play. Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. Check swing went around. That's strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And down on strikes. We go to the ninth. Down to third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Fought off foul. And there's one down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Swings through that one for strike one. Part of what makes Hader's fastball so unique is that he gets carry on the fastball up in the zone, and yet he grips it like a sinker. So technically, his fastball is labeled as a sinker. Base knock right field. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a two-bagger.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Slings to first, and they get the out. Jason Varitek will hit next. Gets the slider in there for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Alonso makes the grab. And that is bottom of the ninth. Here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. Hoffman back to work. Fouled off. He was late. And that one in the air center field. Mantle makes the play. And a quick out, number 1. He's 2 outs away. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Infield looks like they're expecting a bunt with speed at the plate. They say a win. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And it's even up.
1-1.
Inside, just missed. And that one hammered. That's bad. That one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 3-2. And here is Corbin Carroll. Gregory Soto on the pitch here.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And that's downstairs and outside. Swings and misses. And 1-1.
Strike.
And that skips in the dirt.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game.
That's hard hit on the line. And there it is. A 3.
so firm.